When it comes to keeping your car running smoothly, fuel additives seem like a quick and easy fix. They're marketed as magic potions for your engine, promising better mileage, a cleaner fuel system, and improved performance. But what if I told you these additives could be causing more harm than good? Many drivers rely on fuel additives without fully understanding what they're pouring into their tanks. What seems like a small investment for big returns can actually result in costly repairs, reduced engine efficiency, or even long-term damage. And here's the kicker. Most modern vehicles and fuels are already engineered to keep engines running at peak performance, making many additives unnecessary. The truth is, not all fuel additives are created equal. Some are outright gimmicks, while others can be harmful when misused or applied to incompatible engines. If you've been using fuel additives religiously, thinking you're saving money or extending your car's life, it's time to take a closer look. In this guide, we'll expose the risks, debunk the myths, and show you how to truly protect your engine without falling for the hype. Fuel additives are chemical compounds added to your gas or diesel fuel, often sold as solutions to improve engine performance, fuel efficiency, or overall vehicle health. They're marketed as easy fixes for common problems, promising everything from a cleaner engine to reduced emissions and better mileage. But what exactly are they, and how do they work? Types of fuel additives. Fuel additives come in several varieties, each targeting specific aspects of your engine or fuel system. Octane boosters. Designed to increase fuel octane levels, these additives claim to improve combustion and prevent engine knocking. They're often marketed for high-performance vehicles or drivers seeking better acceleration. Fuel stabilizers. Primarily used for vehicles and storage, stabilizers aim to prevent fuel from degrading over time, reducing issues like varnish or gum deposits. Detergents and engine cleaners. These additives promise to remove carbon deposits and maintain cleanliness in fuel injectors, intake valves, and combustion chambers. Ethanol treatments. Marketed as solutions to mitigate the effects of ethanol-blended fuels, these are especially common in areas where E10 or E15 fuel is widespread. Diesel additives. Designed for diesel engines, these claim to prevent gelling in cold weather, boost cetane levels, or clean injectors. The appeal of fuel additives lies in their simplicity. A small bottle of liquid promises to address complex engine issues, giving drivers a sense of control over their car's performance. With bold claims on the packaging and endorsements from some mechanics or influencers, it's easy to see why so many people turn to these products. What they don't tell you. While some additives may deliver marginal benefits in specific situations, many are unnecessary for modern vehicles running on quality fuel. In fact, most gasoline sold at reputable stations already contains detergent additives mandated by law, providing the engine cleaning benefits many aftermarket products claim to offer. The big question is, do these additives live up to their promises, or are they just clever marketing? To understand why fuel additives might not be the saviors they're made out to be, let's explore how they can harm your engine and wallet. Fuel additives are chemical compounds designed to enhance your fuel's performance, clean your engine, or solve specific fuel-related issues. They've been around for decades, gaining popularity as drivers look for ways to optimize their vehicles. But what exactly are they, and why are they so controversial? Additives come in several types, each with a unique claim. Octane boosters, for instance, promise to improve combustion by increasing the fuel's resistance to knocking. Fuel stabilizers aim to prevent degradation in gasoline during storage, making them appealing for seasonal vehicles or equipment. At first glance, these promises seem appealing. Who wouldn't want a cleaner engine, better mileage, or improved performance? But here's the catch. Modern engines and fuels are already designed to address many of these issues. Regulations mandate that gasoline sold in the U.S. contains specific detergents to minimize carbon buildup, and most newer engines are built to handle ethanol blends without any special treatments. The marketing around additives often preys on the fear of engine wear or inefficiency. Packaging might feature phrases like, "protect your engine," or "boost power." But these claims are rarely backed by substantial evidence. In many cases, additives offer negligible benefits, or worse, can damage your car if misused. Understanding the purpose of these additives is crucial. While they might have niche applications, like stabilizing fuel for storage or aiding older vehicles, they're often unnecessary for daily driving in modern cars. Worse still, some additives can disrupt the carefully balanced chemistry of today's advanced fuel systems. By understanding what additives are and their limited uses, you can avoid falling for overhyped claims. Before you pour anything into your tank, consider whether it's genuinely needed or just another unnecessary expense. Now that we understand what fuel additives are, let's explore why these products might be doing more harm than good. Misuse, overuse, and compatibility issues are just the beginning of the trouble they can cause. It's easy to assume that if a little is good, more must be better. This mindset often leads drivers to overuse fuel additives, but the reality is that excessive amounts can disrupt your engine's delicate balance. Fuel systems in modern vehicles are finely tuned, designed to operate with specific fuel properties. Adding too much of a chemical, even one meant to help, can upset this balance, causing issues rather than solving them. For instance, some additives contain solvents or cleaning agents that can be too harsh when overused. Instead of gently cleaning deposits, they can strip protective coatings, corrode components, or clog fuel injectors. Over time, this can lead to reduced performance, poor fuel economy, or even costly repairs. Overuse of octane boosters, in particular, can leave behind residues that build up and affect combustion efficiency. Manufacturers provide precise instructions on how much additive to use, but many drivers ignore these guidelines, believing more will deliver better results. Unfortunately, the consequences of overuse often appear gradually, making it harder to pinpoint the root cause. To avoid these pitfalls, it's essential to follow manufacturer recommendations, or, better yet, question whether you need the additive in the first place. Compatibility issues. 300 words. Not all additives are suitable for every engine. This is a critical point that often gets lost in the marketing hype. Modern vehicles, especially those with direct injection or turbocharged engines, are built with highly specialized components. Introducing additives that aren't compatible with these systems can cause unintended damage. Take ethanol treatments, for example. While these products are marketed to counteract the effects of ethanol-blended fuels, they're often unnecessary for modern engines designed to handle such blends. Using them inappropriately can interfere with the fuel's chemistry, potentially leading to injector fouling or fuel pump wear. Diesel engines face similar risks. Some fuel additives designed for gasoline engines contain compounds that are entirely unsuitable for diesel systems, potentially causing severe damage to injectors, filters, or pumps. This highlights the importance of understanding your vehicle's specific requirements and ensuring any additive aligns with them. In many cases, the additives that work for older or simpler engines might be entirely redundant, or even harmful, in newer models. Instead of enhancing performance, they could shorten the lifespan of critical engine components. Fuel additive marketing thrives on fear and hope. Products are often sold with dramatic claims: restores lost power, improves mileage by 20%, or protects your engine from damage. While these promises sound enticing, they're rarely grounded in science or verified by independent testing. The reality is that modern fuels already include additives that meet stringent government standards for performance and cleanliness. These built-in detergents effectively minimize deposits and keep engines running smoothly. In most cases, adding another layer of chemicals doesn't significantly enhance performance. It merely duplicates what's already there. Worse, some products rely on anecdotal evidence or vague testimonials rather than hard data. Drivers are left with little proof that these additives work, and the potential for harm is rarely discussed. The truth is, unless you're dealing with a specific issue, like seasonal fuel storage or an older engine with significant buildup, most additives offer negligible benefits. Having explored the risks of overuse and compatibility issues, it's time to get specific. Let's take a closer look at some of the most problematic additives on the market and why they're better left on the shelf. Cheap octane boosters. Octane boosters are often marketed as a way to instantly enhance performance by increasing the octane rating of your fuel. The idea is that higher octane fuel reduces engine knocking, improving power and efficiency. But here's the problem. Most modern vehicles don't require higher octane fuel unless explicitly stated in the owner's manual. Using an octane booster in a car designed for regular fuel is like putting racing tires on a family sedan, pointless and potentially harmful. Cheap octane boosters often rely on aggressive chemical formulations that can damage sensitive components like oxygen sensors and catalytic converters. Over time, residues from these additives can clog fuel injectors, reducing efficiency and causing misfires. Even worse, the promised boost is often negligible, providing no noticeable difference in performance for most drivers. If your vehicle truly requires higher octane fuel, it's better to fill up with premium gasoline from a reputable station rather than resorting to aftermarket boosters. For the vast majority of cars, sticking to the manufacturer-recommended octane rating is not only sufficient but also safer. Engine cleaners for modern vehicles. Many fuel additives are marketed as engine cleaners, claiming to remove harmful deposits and restore lost power. While this might sound appealing, it's largely unnecessary for modern vehicles. Why? Because the fuel you're already using contains detergents that perform this function. Since the mid-1990s, regulations have required gasoline to include detergent additives that prevent deposit buildup in fuel injectors and intake valves. Moreover, many major brands participate in the top-tier program, offering fuel with enhanced cleaning capabilities beyond the legal minimum. For modern cars, these built-in additives are more than enough to keep your engine clean during normal use. Engine cleaners can also pose risks if they're not used correctly. Overuse or applying them to an already clean engine can introduce chemical imbalances, leading to excessive wear or clogging sensitive components. Drivers of older vehicles or those experiencing noticeable performance issues might benefit from targeted cleaning solutions, but even then, it's best to consult a mechanic. The takeaway? For most drivers, regular use of high-quality fuel eliminates the need for aftermarket engine cleaners altogether. Unnecessary fuel stabilizers. Fuel stabilizers are designed to prevent gasoline from degrading over time, making them popular among owners of seasonal vehicles or equipment like boats and lawnmowers. While stabilizers are helpful in these niche cases, they're largely unnecessary for everyday driving. Gasoline sold today is formulated to remain stable for weeks, if not months, under normal conditions. For vehicles in regular use, there's no need to add stabilizers, as the fuel is consumed long before it begins to degrade. Overuse of stabilizers can also lead to residue buildup, which may counteract their intended benefits. Unless you're storing your vehicle or equipment for an extended period, skip the stabilizers. If you do need one, choose a high-quality product and follow the recommended dosage. Ethanol treatments in non-compatible cars. Ethanol treatments are heavily marketed to combat the issues caused by ethanol-blended fuels, such as corrosion or moisture buildup. While these treatments can be beneficial for older vehicles not designed for ethanol, they're largely unnecessary and sometimes harmful for modern engines. Today's cars are built to handle standard ethanol blends like E10 or E15 without any special additives. Introducing ethanol treatments can interfere with the engine's ability to manage the fuel, potentially leading to deposits or reduced performance. In extreme cases, these additives might even void your warranty if they're found to have caused damage. Unless you're driving a classic car or using a fuel with an unusually high ethanol content, there's no need for ethanol treatments. Stick to the fuel recommended in your owner's manual, and your car will handle ethanol just fine. Now that we've identified the additives you should avoid, the question remains, how can you effectively protect your engine without relying on these products? Let's explore proven strategies for maintaining engine health. Section 5. How to protect your engine. Without additives, stick to quality fuel. One of the easiest and most effective ways to maintain your engine is by using high-quality fuel from reputable stations. Look for gas stations certified under the top-tier program, as their fuel contains enhanced detergent packages designed to keep engines clean and running efficiently. These fuels exceed minimum government standards and are recommended by many automakers. Using top-tier fuel consistently reduces the need for aftermarket additives. The built-in detergents are formulated to minimize carbon deposits on critical components like fuel injectors and intake valves. For most drivers, this alone is sufficient to keep the engine in good shape. Prioritize regular maintenance. Regular maintenance is the cornerstone of engine health. Simple practices like timely oil changes, replacing air filters, and inspecting spark plugs can do more for your car than any additive ever could. Keeping your fuel system in check, such as cleaning or replacing fuel filters when recommended, ensures optimal performance and efficiency. Additionally, paying attention to early warning signs like rough idling, reduced mileage, or difficulty starting can help you address potential issues before they become major problems. A trusted mechanic is your best ally in maintaining your vehicle. Monitor fuel system components. Modern fuel systems are incredibly advanced, but they still need occasional care. Periodically check components like fuel pumps and injectors, especially in older vehicles. If you suspect buildup or performance issues, consult a professional before resorting to additives. When additives might be useful. While additives are often unnecessary, there are specific situations where they can be helpful. For example, seasonal storage. Fuel stabilizers can prevent gasoline from degrading during long storage periods. Older cars, older vehicles with carburetors or engines prone to carbon buildup may benefit from occasional use of targeted cleaners. Diesel engines. Certain diesel-specific additives can help manage moisture or improve cold weather performance. These are the exceptions, not the rule. When in doubt, consult your owner's manual or a mechanic to determine if an additive is genuinely needed. By focusing on quality fuel, regular maintenance, and proper care of your engine, you can avoid the risks associated with unnecessary additives. Now, let's wrap up with some final thoughts and actionable takeaways. Fuel additives often seem like an easy way to improve your car's performance or longevity. But as we've seen, they're more hype than help for most drivers. From cheap octane boosters to unnecessary ethanol treatments, these products can do more harm than good when misused or applied to modern engines that simply don't need them. The good news is that maintaining your engine's health doesn't require a cabinet full of additives. Sticking to high-quality, top-tier fuel ensures your engine stays clean without the need for extra chemicals. Regular maintenance, such as timely oil changes and fuel system inspections, is a far more effective way to keep your car running smoothly and efficiently. When additives are necessary, like for seasonal storage or older vehicles, the key is to use them sparingly and only as directed. Blanket use of additives for every fill-up or imagined problem not only wastes money but can also lead to costly engine damage over time. As a driver, understanding what your car truly needs is your best defense against the marketing tactics that fuel additive companies rely on. Modern engines and fuels are designed with efficiency and durability in mind, meaning that most additives are redundant in everyday driving. So the next time you're tempted by a flashy label promising cleaner engines, better mileage, or enhanced power, think twice. Ask yourself if your car genuinely needs that product or if it's simply a well-packaged myth. By focusing on proven practices, using quality fuel, keeping up with maintenance, and consulting professionals for any concerns, you can save money, extend your car's lifespan, and avoid the pitfalls of unnecessary additives. Let's leave the myths behind and stick to what really works for our vehicles.